What's up, y'all? It's Nails. Welcome back to Penny For Your Thoughtz, where we talk real life, real growth, and real healing. And at the end, I'll give my 2 cents. So today, I am running around like a chicken with his head cut off. I have so much to do in so little time, but it's getting done. What's that cop doing right there? It's getting done. I just bought a new mic, and oh wow, he's pulling someone over. It's not me though. I just bought a new mic for this particular device, and guess what? As I was clipping it in, it broke. And you want to know why it broke? It's because the enemy don't want me to get my messages out. He wants to stop me with everything inside of him, but I just can't let him win. So, here we are. Now, I don't have any,
Stay in the right lane.
I don't have any religious things to say today, I just wanted to get on here and talk about, mental health, really. Like, mental health is very important to me because I'm just now getting mine together. I went through plenty of years thinking that something was wrong with me, when the whole time I was just struggling with different mental health issues that are more normal than I thought they'd be. I said it before, like, there's a very big stigma against, counseling and stuff of that nature, but I think that a lot more of us need to get up here and talk about how we are getting help and how it is helping us. You see what I'm saying? And you don't have to stay in that anxiety, depression, whatever the case, ADHD, ADD, whatever the case may be. You don't have to stay in that. And there is help out here. There's help out here. There's our people out here that are willing to help. There is church groups, all kinds of stuff that you can do to get help with your mental, because I know for a fact that everyone struggles with their mental health, whether they admit it or not. Me, I'm gonna admit it. Like, you who know me, y'all know I got issues, but I wouldn't say they're bad issues. I would say that they're normal, and they're a lot more normal than society makes them out to be. Don't judge me. I'm drinking soda. I'm supposed to be I'm supposed to be losing weight right now for my surgery, but we'll get into that another time. A nigga like to eat, you feel me? But that's gonna happen 1,000 more times. I'm taking this back. I gotta get my money back because this thing ain't working. But anyway, so mental health is a big thing for us out here in these streets, and a lot of us struggle with it but pretend that everything's okay.
At the next light, turn left.
Everything's not always okay, and that's okay. It's okay to not be okay. You know what's not okay?
Use the middle lane to turn left to merge onto Route 2 West.
What's not okay is not getting the help that you need, especially when we're out here raising kids, nieces, nephews, cousins. We are role models to some. We are some people's I don't want to be like them. All kinds of stuff.
Take exit 38 toward Norrichtown.
And that's okay too. But what I will say is, it is not okay to not get help. We're getting too old. I don't know how old everybody else is, but I'm 37 years old, and it took me to 36 to get the help that I needed.
Wow.
while it took so long, I'm very grateful that I did. I'm very grateful that I'm continuing to go through it, even though I don't have to anymore. I'm choosing to because it helps. I won't stress that enough. A lot of us are out here drinking and doing different substances or whatever just to try and ease ourselves and calm our nerves and all that, when we don't have to do all that. We don't have to go through all of that in order to get the help that we need. Actually, that's killing us. For example, I have to go take a test for diabetes. And my father, he passed away, God rest his soul, and he had diabetes. So yeah, that's scary to me. But I can only blame myself for the choices that I have been making throughout the years. For the past 20-25 years, I've been a drunk. I mean, not to the point where I needed AA or anything.
In half a mile, arrive at
it
your
wasn't an
destination.
everyday thing, but I was drinking, and doing other things, and it would mask the issues for a little bit, but in the long run, it didn't help a damn thing. But make it worse, actually, because afterwards, either you're crying or you're either crying or you are even more depressed. That's not cool. I'm gonna just hold this. My point being is this. Never mind what anybody else thinks. Never mind the judgments of who you think is gonna judge you and yada yada yada. And figure out what's wrong with you. Figure out what's going on and how we can fix it, because there's a solution to every problem. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, I'm here at my meeting, so I got to roll. But I will be back to talk some more. Have a good day. I'm going to just hold this. My point being is this. Never mind what anybody else thinks. Never mind the judgments of who you think is going to judge you and yada yada yada. And figure out what's wrong with you. Figure out what's going on and how we can fix it, because there's a solution to every problem. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, I'm here at my meeting, so I got to roll. But I will be back to talk some more. Have a good day. Okay, so I'm done with the test. Hopefully something good comes from it, because it was just like an ADHD test. Because I do believe I have that, and if I don't, then I gotta figure out what else it is. Because I have an issue with starting things and not finishing them. And it's frustrating because I have a lot of great ideas all the time, and then next thing you know, I'll start it, I'll be so excited to get it done, and then the next idea rolls in. See, my mind works like that, like ideas. I have a new idea every 5 minutes, and since I've been going to therapy and all that, they said, like, one of my therapists told me, like, everybody's not like that, and the way she put it was like, Nelia, you're a genius, and then that put a lot of pressure. It put way more pressure on me than I admit at the time. But like, I like to think so. I believe her, because if I do finally get this stuff together, it'll be golden. I'll be great. Like, and I will. But that's why I'm taking these steps, mental health steps, to figure out what it is that I'm struggling with, so therefore I can, get it together. Take that way. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it. And I'm glad because the old young me, would have never took these steps. I would have always said like, huh, "You're crazy," rather than me being crazy. And I still don't think I'm crazy. I do crazy things at times. That doesn't make me crazy. You know, I just be struggling with things like everybody else. Me, I'm honest enough to explain that. Because I love everybody and I want everybody to be their best self. Because truthfully, I needed people to want me to be my best self. So I had to go out and do that for myself and for my children so that they will grow up healthy and have a mom who has her mind together. Like I want to raise children who succeed. So I can't fail. Even though I have a brand celebrating failure, the reason why I put celebrating failure is because all the failures that I've had in life led me here. So I celebrate those because without those failures, how could I have ever won? You get what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense to everyone? So I got the celebrating failure brand, but underneath that umbrella is my Dream Tales by Danelia, my Penny For Your Thoughtz, and my new show coming out, Shaped, Shattered but Shaped. I'm sorry. And then I have a few books coming out. I have a lot of stuff that I'm working on, and this time it's gonna get done because again, I'm working on this mental health thing, and while I'm working on it, there's no way I could fail at this point. The only way I fail at this point is if I quit, and I will not do that. I might quit working for the man, but I won't quit working for me. And that's what I also encourage. I encourage everyone to go out, find their niche, and take control of that. Like, be who you want to be. Work where you want to work. And when I say work, I mean work for yourself. Because the way things are going out here, if you're working for someone else, all you're doing is building someone else's dream. It took me a very long time to figure that out, but since I figured it out, I was done with info. I'm not gonna be making Mr. Jackson millions of dollars while I'm sitting here making $15, $16 an hour. I'll be damned. No, no. So you know, excuse my French. I curse a lot, and I'm trying my hardest not to. I'm praying to God that He takes that filthy language out of my tongue because there is death and life in the power of the tongue, and I would like to speak life. I want everyone to know that I care for you. I'm there for you. If you ever need me, you want to talk, hit me up. I'm around. I've been through a lot, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to talk about my mishaps or whatever, like other people. I've had one person ask me, "Why do you tell everybody all your business?" And it was because, like, some people need to know my business in order for them to grow. Because a lot of the things that we go through in life are the things that are going to help others survive. We've got other people who are going through similar situations, and the people who have been through those situations can help navigate if they're looking for the help. We can help navigate, them through these issues. Obviously with prayer to Christ Jesus, and if you don't believe in Jesus, then with straight intellect and you know what I'm saying. I call myself a doctor because I got a PhD in these streets, and yeah, I'm around. So if you need me, please don't hesitate to hit me. I'm very down to earth, no matter what nobody says about me. I care about people. I love people, and I'm for the people. For the people. You know what I'm saying? Fake and phony and frauds over this way. And if you ever catch that coming from me, call me out on it. Straight up. I ain't gonna be mad at you. If you feel like I'm fake, phony, and frauding, call it out so that we could fix that. You feel me? But anyway, other than that, um, like I'm just grateful to be here. It took me a very long time to, pick up the camera when I have every single piece of equipment. You can ask my best friend. That's word to my best friend. I've been buying equipment since last year. I want to say September, October, somewhere around, or maybe even August or September. I've been buying equipment to start this, and it took me a very long time to really put the first foot in front of the other because I had a fear of failing. Go figure. So that's why we're celebrating the failure. Because we're here now, baby. Now I'm Nails, but you know that. And I got to get going. I'll be back. That's my 2 cents.